Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's cryptocurrencies update for Thursday, November the 7th. 2024. Yes, today will also be a webcast because I am going to be unavailable on Friday, tomorrow, and next Monday. I'll be traveling and out of the office and unfortunately unable to touch any charts or look at it or certainly not provide a update. I apologize, but life sometimes gets in between. And you have the charts, of course, with you, and you know which levels to watch. Below, things will fall apart. Because remember, we remain bullish on all these cryptocurrencies, continued on holding above certain price levels, and even Ethereum. Yes, Ethereum is finally showing some signs of life. We were looking for 2,800 to break. It did. So then we can reassess the charts. As long as Ethereum remained below it, there was a possibility for it to go to 1,200 or 900. And from there, we could still resurrect the bull market. So even that drop would still not invalidate a bigger picture rally to new all-time highs. However, it looks like Ethereum has decided to change prescription, so to say, and change its path and is showing good signs of life. So let's assess the chart for Ethereum. Remember, we're dealing with possibilities based on price levels. And if price is unable to break above a certain level and breaks below another level, then we are, if in the case of Ethereum, looking for 1,200 or 900 before we can restart a bull sequence. Now price broke above one of those levels, so the bull sequence might be underway. I wish I was able to show, of course, this beforehand, but I simply waited for the trigger. Once the trigger is there, I'll pull up the chart. That's really the way to go. And that's what we got right now. All right. This is nothing else than just waiting for the trigger. And the trigger has been pulled. All right. So now the bullet is underway and hopefully it will hit the target. That said, we still always keep stops in place because we don't want to lose any of our money or as little as possible. So let's go straight to the chart of Ethereum then, right? So this is then the possibility of a nested 1-2-1-2 setup, similar to Bitcoin. So we broke above 2,800. We're still below the 200-day moving average. So we're tentative, but the last 2 days are good. Yesterday, we were still below it. Okay. So yesterday, close, but no cigar. Today, firmly above it. Now we need to break, of course, above the 200-day, then above 3,100, and especially 3,550 to fully confirm that the low is in place. This price action here still looks like, so far, three waves lower. A, B, C. I labeled it W, X, Y, but this is still a large three-wave price pattern with most likely a failed fifth wave. Okay. This does not look like an impulse higher unless this is some sort of, the diagonal. But it's fine. We'll deal with it when we get there. So then bigger picture-wise, what we did was this triangle wave 4. Okay. I've labeled it here as a green wave 4, but we can also label it black wave 4. Potato, potato. And we're now going to rally into the 10,000 plus or minus 2,500. That's kind of my ideal upside target. Of course, we need to break above this trend line here, break above the moving averages, all that good stuff. But this looks like a completed continuation triangle or also a bull flag. Okay, so this looks pretty good. So as long as now Ethereum can hold above pretty much Monday's low, we're good. Okay, we're good. So then we might see a switch from, for example, Bitcoin to Ethereum, to be determined. But this is as good as it gets. So this wave count is still very possible. All right, that brings me to Bitcoin. This is, of course, the ending diagonal wave 5 that we're tracking with only red wave 3 completed and soon red wave 4 underway, back down to about 60,000 before we see a rally to that 85,000 level. Okay. We did break above this trend line, which quite typical normally for a fifth wave of a ending diagonal. We get some, throw over is what they call it, or throw up. I don't know. So we're going to raise, of course, the warning levels for the bulls accordingly. And the first warning level is pretty much then today's low. I would say the second warning level is going to be somewhere around here, this level here. So somewhere 72,500. Okay. And then the third warning level is going to be the wave 4 low. And then the final warning level is going to be there. So these are the warning levels for the bulls. We're going to watch carefully. Okay, so we're raising the warning levels, which is a good sign. Now let's quickly zoom out a little bit, see if we can catch the all-time high. Yes, that's where it is. So I'm going to place that warning level right there at the all-time high. Okay, I think that's a little better. And then I'm going to place the second warning level right there at this level. See here, the X and the B. So that's a little bit better. This B as well, this A as well, etc. So that's at about 72,000, 71,900 to be exact. All-time high. We're going to keep the third warning level right there. Okay. So this is still possible. Okay. Still possible. We have, of course, some negative divergences going on. But divergence is a condition. It's not a trade trigger. And alternatively, this is the Fibonacci-based bullish sequence that will point much, much higher for much, much longer. And it has not been invalidated whatsoever. We haven't even broken below the first warning level. So both are still very valid. Excuse me, let me take this gray 4 away. There, we don't have it. That gray 4 is, of course, going to go there. So something like that. All right, so those are the two big boys. Again, I'm pleased with what Ethereum is doing, and now I want to see it above the 200-day and 3100 to further confirm that this wave 4 in the triangular nasty fashion is finally over. How about Binance Coin? Well, you know, close is no cigar, right? Still not above 620, so it can still be a B wave top. 1-2 would be nice, but we need to get above 620. Until then, close but no cigar. Let's look at Solana. Solana keeps ripping, picture perfect. We should now be in this wave 5 or 3. Alternatively, this is also a nested 1-2, 1-2 setup, though I must admit this rally here from October into, well, also October, this whole October rally is longer than the September rally, and then it is very hard for it to be a 1 degree lower first wave because normally 1 degree lower first waves are smaller, not bigger. All right, so 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, 5. And if this one completes in the target zone somewhere around, as I said, 198 to 208, we should see a pullback probably to about 160, 170, and then another rally into the lower 200s, potentially much higher. Key is 210. All right, above 210 can target 300 based on the bull flag and simple symmetry. 120 to 210 is 90. 90 plus 210 is 300. So it can go that high. We don't have that extension on the map here for a ending diagonal. So please be advised that even 220 is more than enough, right? As long as we, no, sorry, it needs to break well above 260 actually to confirm this. So maybe this is just a leading diagonal. Well, I'm just sitting here thinking out loud. Regardless, even the current price section over the last 3 days strongly suggests that the end is not near and that we still need to see higher prices because we're still missing, at the minimum, red wave 4. Very simple. All right. So we're going to raise the warning levels for the bulls. Quite simple. And we're going to raise this now to today's low, which was yesterday's close, of course. And we're going to raise the second warning level. Oopsies, not that one. I'm going to raise the second warning level to about here, somewhere around there. This is 180 level. And let's raise the third warning level. It's still at the wave 4. Okay. And then the final warning level is there. Okay, this is pretty good. I like it. Maybe we should raise the third warning level to the big candle from yesterday, the Trump trade candle. And that would give us a further alarm that things are going haywire. All right, so that looks good. Bigger picture also, I like it. Binance Coin still on the fence. It needs to make a decision pretty soon if it wants to really rally to that 850 target. Boy, it would be nice. Then we're going to look quickly at our ETFs, BITO. higher prices, look still on track for 345. Continued, of course, on holding above the warning levels, and which have not been broken at all, not even today when we opened up a little bit lower. IBIT, the same here. We've not broken below the warning levels, so we'll keep it as is, and then the market can decide if it wants to morph it into something else. Also here, we could, for example, face a ending diagonal where all these ones and twos become eventually ABCs. That was also something we saw, for example, with gold and silver, where we're looking for one more 4-5 sequence, and it just stopped at the third wave because we're in the ending diagonal, which are threes, ABC. All right, it happens, right? That's why we have those warning levels to tell us the last fifth wave is not going to happen. The drop was too deep, cannot happen, move is over. So we're definitely, from a gold, silver, and miners perspective, already looking for lower prices in a bigger picture correction. That was already called last week. Anyways, we're here, of course, at the cryptos, not at gold and silver, but, you know, anything that moves, I should put money in, is my opinion. But anyways, Binance Coin still on the fence. Bitcoin, yes, we can have still this ending diagonal. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. But we cannot exclude this massive bullish path, and Ethereum finally above the critical 2800 level. But please be advised, we're not in the clear just yet. It's all question marks, just like Solana had lots of question marks. We need to see still much higher prices to be fully certain that this wave 5 is underway. So we're just kind of tentatively in the starting gates. All right, with that, I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Take care, trade safe. If you have any questions, email me. No update tomorrow, no update on Monday. I'll be traveling and unable to provide updates. Take care, trade safe, and I'll catch you all next Tuesday.